So later in the pre-open or open to go, we hit this run and serious case of FOMO, cause after taking that shot from that low right there, then it just started to race up, and here goes FOMO in action. We're gonna buy at the top of the set a buy at the top of the range, and inevitably, what happens? Never buy at the top of the range. So as you can see, I know what to do, but just some, I guess you can call it performance anxiety. And, you know, uh, it's funny how one wrong can kind of multiply into another wrong. So you see this one now. Look like it has some interest. I mean, I'm thinking 30, I'm thinking 4,000. And maybe having that preconceived thought in my head made me a little bit anxious to get into the trade and go ahead and ride that momentum up. But as you can see, after the long run up, I mean historically you're in consolidation. So I wish I had just sat there, waited for the pullback to the 50. You got some gaps in here. You got an order block. So this area would have been prime area just to sit and wait. But I got over anxious. So now I'm upside down in trade. And I can say I'm better at not trying to average in. If I'm going to add to this trade, I'm going to wait for it to get into profit and then add after it gets up here and establishes above that point my entry. But I mean, there you see tick, tick, tick down 28.34 in that area. And you can tell by the way my mouse is moving. You can tell by the way my mouse is moving, I'm getting a little panicked. So I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't like losing. And so here we go now, really off the edge. And trying to be more patient because this move up was so violent. I think at this point, I'm hoping that at a 50% fib now, I can weather that and get back up here. And so sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting. And it just keeps pushing to the downside. There's a little push to the upside. I hope I come in here and put a stop right in here somewhere just to say, okay, if it bounces off the overnight open, this dotted orange line right here, or bounces off the 200 on the 100 tick chart. And that's another thing. Trading that high or low, whichever your perspective, time frame of 100 ticks into the open, that was a mistake. Hindsight being what it is, it's going to make you jump, and it's going to give you, like right here, that could give you, draw you in to buy, and then boom, run it down some more. So 100 ticks is definitely not the venue. But look, I waited for the potential bounce. So, I'm kind of hoping to get back to break even at this point because I've weathered, half of the move right there. So hopefully it'll take another leg up. But I can tell you, emotionally during this time, I'm a little bit stressed out. Not because I'm losing a great deal of money, but because I've had such a good week. I wanted to end on a good note, and didn't want to have the second day in red. Okay, so now we're getting close to break even. Okay. All right, so I set that $45 target up there. I'd like to get out of it with $45. So main reason for the $45 is that would be 2 to 1 over where it was when I set that in play. So that would equate to here, mental note, that's probably about 20 $2. So that being a 1, a 2 to 1, 2 that way, 1 on the loss. Okay. So far my patience paid off, but I don't think it lasts long, because here we go again. Came up and made a new high. That should have been out, and I think I got a little bit greedy. I should have taken that out and then waited for it to come back here or come back here, because you got two areas for it to come down and bounce. And my lack of quick thinking right there hurt me. So here we go again. Only hope here is, this thing is stepping up, so it's already below that trend line. I'll hopefully bring that stop up. I'm rooting for myself, even though I know what I did. I'm rooting for myself, and I think I'm closing out of it. There you go. So, like a $25 loss. So, there's another account in the red.